Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Yeah, the war with Italy is in full swing. Seeing which to play. I guess we can do this one first. So, old Bayern class battleship. I think I want to try and keep it from taking any damage. So I can actually move the two Bayerns I have into the Black Sea. So they can join in the invasion against Romania whenever that kicks off. And that way they will not be dragged into these battles. Because I think they are... well, they're not bad, but they're probably a little bit past their prime. I could also refit them with 15-inch guns. Because you can fit Mark V 15-inch guns on those towers. But that will probably be a very lengthy refit. It probably won't be too useful. There's not going to be many ships left to sink by the time it's done. Okay, so this battlecruiser actually has decent range. Yeah, that's the one with very little armor. Can actually oh, there we go. Flash fire on the big battleship. Uh, 30 kilometers. Lots of deck penetration. I think my cruisers will be able to deal with that battlecruiser. There we go. The battleship is opening up. Was that a kind of ship are you? I think that was a light cruiser with no torpedoes. My cruisers are targeting the enemy battlecruiser. Which is exactly what I want to have them target. So the battleship target the enemy battleship. Big Carl still completely undamaged. Bacala. Okay, let's take out this light cruiser first. May not have torpedoes, but it's got very fast firing guns. And it was an easy kill. And the Gloria is sinking. Or is it? The Gloria sank. Just the Bacana left. With its very light armor, but when you can make a battlecruiser that cheap go this fast, I think the armor can be excused. Too bad the AI just had it following the much slower super battleship, meaning it didn't really get much use out of that speed. And surprisingly, the Oberstein has done most of the damage. And that was it. Zero damage taken. Very nice. Well, let's see. Next one. König and König Wilhelm and a Stralsund. Versus one of these with very short-ranged 14-inch guns. Galatea and a Lepanto. So Galatea being the most dangerous one here. This one can be safely ignored for quite a while. Because it just doesn't have the range to be dangerous. König and König Wilhelm following each other, that's fine. One Venezuelan DD. I'm just gonna send you home. You have to live until you have a Venezuela to return home to. No sight of the enemy just yet. So in this case my battleship is actually faster than the battlecruiser. Let's reduce speed so the König Wilhelm can actually follow. They better not be running. There we go, the enemy has been spotted. And they have been hit. Let's see. Galatea class. And the other one. Already scored some hits on the battleship, but again, can be ignored for now. They're targeting the Said. Big hit on the other battlecruiser, which class name I already forgot. Not the Galatea. The one with no armor. Very nice big juicy hits being scored. Maybe something like this for our thumbnail. Yeah, that works. I can just barely make out the König Wilhelm coming out of the fog. Torpedoes are actually being launched. Said, I might actually need you still. Because they have a DD or something. Which is here. König has taken some damage. Not serious. König Wilhelm has actually done the most damage, but it also had the easiest target, being the one to fire at the battleship, battlecruiser with no armor. Yeah, 17-kilometer range. That's not really gonna cut it in 1949. Close are we now? 22 kilometers. Oh, we scored a torpedo hit on something. Might actually have been the... Yeah, that was the DD. Okay, Said. You've done your job. Apparently. It's gonna bring it in to kill the DD with the guns, but it's not needed. It's gonna kill the Fama Volante. Like, had it not been for the main guns just not having any useful range, this wouldn't have been a totally useful, useless battleship. But as it is, it's just one of those ships you can ignore to the end. Let's see, before I forget. What do we have here? These two being repaired. Yeah, I'm sending them out with no destroyer escort, but I'm just hoping it's gonna be okay. Cruiser battle. Two of my Victoria Luises, one of them having just been refit, and an Egyptian Deutschland class. And this thing. It keeps showing up. I keep sending it away, but it keeps showing up. Okay. You. Please just go home and get scrapped. You have no business being in in this decade. Actually, since you're here, I don't know, bait torpedoes or something. Speaking of torpedoes, 17 kilometers, 17, 17, 17. And not a lot of range on those 8-inch guns. Very nice. This poor thing trying to catch up. Let's go with AP, make some flooding. Maybe. Like that. Maybe now with the flooding, it can actually catch up. Probably not. I think these had a very high top speed to begin with. So getting them down to 20 knot top speed of St. George, it's going to take quite a bit of flooding. Just gonna stay on the targets I have for now. They're actually shooting at it. It's doing something. Actually sink the Bourbon. Bourbon. Okay, let's finish some of these off. They've all taken flooding. They should all be easier to hit. Poor St. George. Italians have decided that St. George has to die. Which is, I guess, fine. At least they're not shooting at the ships that are actually sinking them. Auto. Actually, no, go back to AP. I want you to sink these ships. St. George, are you actually getting sunk? You have no torpedoes. I can get a lot closer than this, I think. Zardoso is sinking. Zardoso sank. St. George is not going to survive, I think. No, it's gonna surrender. Okay. Maybe that was a little bit cruel, but at least it won't be showing up in any more of these battles. I did think I would be able to actually sink the enemy ships before it got that close, though. Bourbon is my my current target. And it should be sinking pretty soon, I think. There we go, that's a lot of flooding. Next. You are completely out of ammo. And this one with the long name has just launched torpedoes. I think I should be able to penetrate that. 13-kilometer range. Yeah, I might be struggling a little bit with the main boat with the 10-inch guns. ISIS should not have any problems going through that belt. Might actually get this guy on crew losses. Torquato Tasso. Yeah, they're not outrunning me. Flooding. Like, it's not amazing armor, but it's still some armor. You can probably go to HE as well. Save the AP for when we get a little bit closer. Mikkel is out of ammo. ISIS still has some left. Guess Mikkel can try and do some damage with secondaries once we get closer. Or maybe just send it home so it doesn't take a lot of unnecessary damage. Yeah, I think that's the play. ISIS can handle this. ISIS also has longer range secondaries. That was the last HE salvo. Now it's on to AP. Should have an easier time doing flooding now that the structure has been reduced. Like that. And also we're a lot closer. Yep, it's gonna flood. And that's it. I'm thinking that in a heavy cruiser on heavy cruiser fight, 11-inch guns, I'm thinking they're worth it over 10-inch guns. Alright. So that was it for this turn. Actually, I want to design a new ship that will probably not actually see service. See, that's still at 100. But designing stuff is fun. So yeah, let's do it. I want to design a new class of heavy cruiser. Because I do need more of those. And yeah, even though these won't actually see service before the campaign is over, we can at least pretend we are preparing the Navy for years to come. I've got so many refit designs I should probably just delete. Do we want to build on Heavy Cruiser 2? Or Advanced Armored Cruiser? Yeah, this is the Graf Spee hull. Plus 36 aiming speed, plus 17.5 base accuracy. So this one has better gun stats. This one has better tower spotting. That looks kind of funky. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's go with triples. They do fit. Get a barbette. Four-weight offset. Yeah, because that's a huge secondary tower. How's it gonna work with the funnel? Can't fit two of these, can I? Can fit two of those. Okay, that's actually kind of cool looking. I'll go with oil 3 and diesel. Speed. 32. I go 35. Yeah. So a bit of a 4-weight offset. Let's try a different secondary tower. That's also huge. But that doesn't work. How about that? And just use a barbette. These are some pretty good angles. Move that in a little bit so it doesn't look like it's overhanging. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of liking the look of this. It remains to be seen if I actually have the displacement. Let's see, we are at 19,000. It does save 5,000 tons. 32 seems to be the natural limit. Like, I can go faster, but then everything just becomes a lot heavier. With that to begin with. Citadel 4. Let's do that. And yeah, I could get away with just a single funnel, but I do like the look of 2. Standard ratio. Let's see what kind of flash fire chance I end up with. Plus 3.2. Very close to the weight limit now. It does add communications range and stuff. So these have a range of 35 kilometers. At 20,000 meters, 11.9 inches of pen. It reduces my overall range, but it increases my pen. And it gives me very little flash fire chance, even with only barbette 3. Now, armor. Do I need this kind of range? No, this is not going to be a commerce rating kind of heavy cruiser. Let's go 32, that's the same speed as my other cruisers. 11 on the main belt. Let's go 2.5 on the fore and aft decks. As for citadel armor, let's see, conning tower should also have some armor. We're gonna have to reduce some stuff. I can see that already. These are 48s. Let's make them 50. At 20,000 meters, 13.4 inches of pen. Needs to be more. $14.5. $14.7. If I max it out, let's just see for 15.9. Let's make them 55s. It's good enough. So we gotta shave off some weight. So gotta leave some room for secondaries as well. What more can be reduced? We got modern armor 1. Can we go anti-torp 2? Yeah, we can go lighter on the anti-submarine stuff. Probably go a little bit lighter on that as well. Let's go a bit lighter on turret armor. Let's go add some secondaries. Can I actually add 5-inch guns to this? That is kind of extravagant for a cruiser, but I'm liking it. .43s, let's make them 45s. There we go. And the regular complement of 4.2s. 4.5s, I think. At least some of them. Okay. We're gonna have to find the weight somewhere. Don't worry. Was it +8 to get them to 50? Yeah. Now they can be armored. Is this one of those that can fit 3-inch guns in a lot of spaces? Yeah. But I'm just gonna go with 2-inch guns instead. To fill out those slots. There we go. Decently balanced. I just need to shave off 500 tons. Somehow. That saved some weight. That saved a bit more weight, or did it? A little bit. I really don't like reducing armor. But I guess I've got to. I think that's 3.5. It's kind of a round-ish number. So 150 tons to go. Need to be shaved off. $72 tons to go. It's always like such a dilemma. Electrical 2 turrets. There we go. Electro-hydro 1. Electro-hydro 1. That's good enough. We are 1 ton short. But the ship is designed. Cormoran. I think I have a... Well, it's almost named the same, just with a K instead of a C. So, what to call it? What to call it? This new class. That was the name of a light cruiser that went down. It's I like the look of it. And it looks a little bit different from my other heavy cruisers. Too bad it will probably never see combat. Let's just put it in the thumbnail. Yeah, there we go. Because ship design thumbnails get a lot more views than the other videos, I have noticed. What is even the construction time of one of these? 18 months. That's not too bad. That's 1.5 years. So if the campaign continues on a little while after January of 1950, these might make it in. So kind of the point of these ships is that I just need something that can more reliably punch through the armor of an enemy heavy cruiser without having to get so close that it gets burnt down by just incendiary fire spam. Oh, we got lots of free capacity. So we can build quite a few of these. Let's build 16. That doesn't break the bank, does it? No? Not even. And they're gonna come in from Hamburg. Let's find Haichau. It is always so easy to find. There we go. Found it. Let's see. Something Caribbean? Balboa. And I guess either France or Britain, whichever I find first. Nice. Perfect. Very nice. It's a lot of new ships coming in. But, you know, we need more heavy cruisers. They're kind of bread and butter type of ships. So, even though they won't make it till the end of the campaign, probably not. They might, but they probably won't. It's nice to at least pretend that we are preparing for the future. You know, the Navy's gotta live on after my retirement. Goodbye, and take care.